Hey everyone, it's Krista at iSpark. So a few weeks ago, I was ranting about extra charges in the event biz, and I told you my story about green tablecloths. Well, I'm back because I have another great story about getting nailed on hidden charges at venues. So here we go. My client booked a really high-end hotel for their annual conference, and the contract was signed before they hired iSpark. So I basically got stuck with a contract that was written to fully protect the venue and totally disadvantage the client. I know Heather Reed at Planner Protect knows exactly what I'm talking about because she deals with this type of thing every day in her business. She's a venue contract ninja. I love Heather, and she's very knowledgeable on this topic. In any case, so I dived into the logistics for this event, and sure enough, this was definitely a hotel where every little thing was going to be an extra charge. So easels, coat racks, flip charts, use of the loading dock. They even wanted to charge me for turning on the escalator to access a specific section of meeting space in the hotel. That was an extra charge. It was getting ridiculous. In fact, it was totally over the top, and I was starting to feel really discouraged and looking forward for the event to be over and hoping, honestly, that I would never have to do another event in this venue ever again. Then another message landed in my inbox, and this time it was regarding an extra charge for something AV related that I had asked about. So I reached out to my resident AV expert, Dave, to see what he thought and allowed him to weigh in on it, and he agreed that this was getting totally out of control. Then he says to me, look, this event is in November. Are we even sure that they're going to turn on the heat in the meeting rooms, or is that an extra charge? Well, we had a good laugh about it, but then all of a sudden we got really serious because honestly, we weren't sure. Heat in the meeting room in November, that may not be a given at this particular hotel. So all that to say, extra charges can really do damage to your event budget, but they can also make things unnecessarily complicated on the logistics side of things. If you have a story to tell about hidden charges or extra charges, please reach out. I write about this quite a bit on my blog. I rant about it, but I also like to share some tips and tricks that I've learned along the way to help other people avoid hidden charges. Until next time, get fired up.